Hey guys, it's Jordan Buckingham. I'm super excited to be with you today on today's episode of Beacons of Light TV. And I had a brief story for you. I'm in a beautiful part of the world, one of my favorite places in the world. And I'm just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, actually on East I-40 headed to Maine on a road trip with Vanessa. And I came across a state park that I used to go to as a child, and I really wanted to give a huge shout out to my dad today because my dad worked really hard. He always gave me an incredible example of a man with an incredible work ethic. He made a lot of sacrifice in his life to give us food on the table and give us the opportunities that we were able to afford it. But I think one of the most powerful things that my dad ever gave me was really just that example of a man who loved his family so much that he would sacrifice anything and do anything to make sure that we were provided for. And now that's carried into my own life and my own family. So I'm extremely grateful for my father. And the reason I wanted to shoot this video today is I actually, on I-40, he's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about whenever he watches this video, but I'm actually passing Edgar Evans State Park, which is on Center Hill Lake near the Center Hill Dam off of I-40. And it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. But my dad and I, whenever he wasn't out traveling on the road building his business, he would come home, we would strap up our boat, we would pick up what we called our camp box. It had a bunch of tents and cooking stoves and all the equipment that we needed to go camping. We'd throw it in the back of our Dodge Dakota pickup truck and we would head down here for a couple of days of solitude just to hang out and chill out and really just get to enjoy each other and fish and enjoy nature. So you can actually see behind me, I'm gonna duck down. This is the type of scenery that you see around here, and whenever you go actually down to the lake, it's a beautiful limestone bottom lake, one of the prettiest places in the entire world. So guys, I really was just feeling a little nostalgic today. I saw this incredible place I used to pass as a kid, and I just wanted to bring you a really powerful message today that, you know, my dad has made a lot of money in his life, and he's made a lot of sacrifices in his life. He's worked really hard, and he's given me an incredible example of what a man who truly loves his family can do even in times of difficulty. And he always figured out a way to make sure that we were in survival mode, that we had a place to stay, we had food to eat, and that we had the things that we needed. But the times that I remember most were these couple of days that we would peel out to somewhere like Edgar Evans State Park, and that time that we would have together. I remember one time we went to this very spot about 10 minutes from where I am right now. We went to Center Hill Dam and the boat motor wouldn't start on our big boat. So we were planning on zipping all the way around the lake and doing all this crazy stuff, but without the big motor, it's hard to do that. So instead of zipping all over the lake and doing a bunch of bass fishing, we turned on the trolling motor and got to a big deep cliff that was about 30 feet deep. We got a box of crickets and we sat there all day with cane poles, and we caught brim literally the size of our hands and crappie like the size of my forearm. And it was absolutely incredible. It's one of the best times in my life and one of my favorite memories in my life. And we went back to our campsite, we cooked that fish, and we just had an incredible time. And it was just a couple of days, but I just remember it so vividly. I remember how excited I was to go on that camping trip. I remember my dad taking the couple of days off and how special I felt because he worked so much. And I remembered it as we were passing that sign and I saw the exit for Edgar Evans State Park. I was like, baby, please pull over. We got to do a video out here. And let me give a shout out to my dad. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this will give you a good example. If you have children, just know what they're going to be remembering whenever they grow up. They're not going to remember all those times that you were away. They're not going to remember, you know, necessarily what was for dinner on Thursday night 10 years ago, but they will remember those special times that you took out those couple of days and just really poured into them and took that time. So Dad, this one's for you. I'm 10 minutes outside of Edgar Evans State Park. I love you, man. Thanks a lot for everything you did for me and for the man that I am today. I love you guys. Have a super day, and we'll talk to you soon.